Hi everyone, this is Deb with Dahlia Designs, Jewelry and More. I'm going to do something a little different. I have 7 months of the Potomac Bead treasure boxes and I've labeled them like this. The problem is I actually already have August. I don't have room on my shelf for August. I only have room for like 6 of these boxes. And so I am going to take everything out, label them into the bags that they came in. This came in January, I think. I'm gonna make sure these have the month written on them because they don't. January 2023, and all of these slips are gonna go in a different box. Probably this one from March because it is a bigger box and it opens differently to be able to put patterns in and stuff, but I don't use patterns that much. So I'm probably going to just store these in as a record kind of thing. So this one actually has some finished pieces in. I don't know why I stuck them back in here. I think because I was going to make some other things, but we'll take them out. And I have a little bead charm that I didn't do anything with. So let's get all these out. Oh, well now okay, this was the very first one. So it came with extra instruction kind of things from the YouTube influencer program. So I'm going to keep that all together for January. Okay. And then I haven't decided which box, I'm going to actually use. So these are all January. So I'm going to take my permanent marker and anything that I have left. I knew I had some blues in here, and I already wrote January 23 on there and on these. And I didn't write 2023, January 2023 on those. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to do it by color or by type of bead or type of item, like tools in one. Keeping some of these bags for the moment because I didn't even remember having those. See, oh yeah, now I do. And I'll keep this in, and maybe I'll have a finished jewelry box before maybe that'll go in with the papers. All right, these are nice bags. I'll just put them aside and use them for other stuff. So let's see if I have the bags. Okay, these are copper balls. I think I used all them. And this is antique copper plating toggles. I think they're gone. For now, I'm going to set them aside too. But I don't seem to have the baggies that went with these. So I guess I'll just put a little sticky note here and say that all of these were from January 2023 kit. And it's the treasure kit that we're dealing with. So this is going to be just more of a little organizational. Let me stick this in one that doesn't have much in it or anything in it. And that way I can look at it. But I have a lot of clear crystals left. I don't think I used too many of them, if any. But they'll go nice with this blue, see? And then I have one button, which is a really pretty button, and I think I'm going to use that to do a tutorial for something that someone requested. And I have some sort of black beads. I actually just used some of them in some dragonfly earrings. And these, I did use some of these in this necklace piece here. So that was my first month I used or got this box, and I used quite a bit of it because this is what I have left. So then February, let's see, did I write on here? No, I wrote on that side, but I like to write it on both sides. I don't know why. I'm a very detail-oriented person sometimes because I worked in, I have an accounting degree, and I worked in accounting and contracts and ethics compliance when I in my day job and federal contracting. This is wax cord. I need to write on here. I remembered getting wax cord at one point. Is that what they called it? Waxed linen. I think we just got, well, never mind. That was a little, and this is February 23. That's hard to write on. So I'm going to put cords aside and maybe a findings box aside. And I'm kind of thinking seed beads. These are both February 23 seed beads. That's 3 different boxes, and then all the beads maybe in a different box. Yeah, see those, February 23, February 23, like spacers will go in findings, February 23. I don't know what these are, but they're like crystals, I guess. Tiny little ones. And pink. So I think within the box where I'm going to keep the beads, these are cute. February 23. They're flower spacers. I have 2 of them left. Some blue hearts. But that way, if I can't figure out what they are made of, like these, I'm pretty sure are check glass hearts. I can go back to the February 23 paper and look. And these I know are acrylic or resin, and I did use some of these, but I meant to use more of them. But I always run out of time. And then I have 3 bags in here, plus the silicone thing. I'm gonna keep the silicone thing. These bags, sometimes I keep the bags, but I'm going to throw those out. The larger bags I'm keeping. Alright, so let me put that aside. Let's see. Where did I put January at? I don't know. Let's see what's in the March box besides that paper. March, I have written on one side. So this might be a little bit of a long video. I'm just trying to organize. This one was called Dark Night. I'm going to put this beading techniques in here. Okay, this one had, let me set that aside for a minute. 2023. This had a cabochon. I did use one of them. It had 2. This one had a lot of blues. What did I do with my marker? This is seed beads. Finished jewelry needs to go somewhere else. And I'm going to write on that. That was from February. Okay, now back to this. March. All right. So we have, let's do crystals, shapes, mixes, pearls. And these are check glass, rounds. These are rounds. Shapes. And they already have March written on them. Shapes. The Buddhas I didn't use. These I'm probably going to get rid of. They didn't hang right. There was one black one, it's misshapen. And this one also was kind of like two stuck together of whatever that was. And these are clasped, so they'll go into findings. And then these are rounds. And I think the rest of these I used up. Star beads and check flat sliced nuggets. Oh, those were pretty. And druzy agate blue iris rounds. Yeah. And again, I'll keep this, I'm going to keep this silicone, and I'm actually going to toss this one too. Now, this already has holes in it, so I don't want to throw out this one that has these holes punched. You know, it has the rings in it, but this is where I think I'm going to keep my papers, okay? And then, so I'm going to leave that over here on the side. So we have a process sort of going. We have some rounds, other like glass rounds. Actually, these are not rounds, these are shapes. Crystals, rounds, crystals, pearls, mixes. These are shapes of any kind, and cabochons. And see, we got rounds, a button, crystals. I'm gonna have to put them in different baggies. Okay, on to April. We have a button, and it's written on there already. The only other button was in here. We have some crystals, which is written on there already. I'm going to put this in with cording and stuff, the stretch cord, and I did write April on there. Come back to that in a second. We have some more pearls, not many, some bead caps, some faceted rounds. I'm going to put them with, well, now let me check. Are these crystal? That one's not labeled, but it looks like crystal. I'm going to put this with the rounds, even though they're faceted. This is April. Also, this will help me because what I've been doing is pulling out all these boxes to look through them to see what I haven't used yet, you know. Okay, this is a mix, and I do have April written on there. Tile beads I used. Seed beads. Oh, goody. I think I'm going to be using them in August for something. Halo beads. These are shapes. And a piece of ruined elastic. These were Miyuki Delica beads, opaque pear. I think that's these, and I'm going to stick this wrapper because this is not what this is, and this is April 23. Because once you cut these little bags here like this, these are the ones that are opaque pear. I'm going to stick them in with the seed beads for now, until I can label it better or use them up. I can get it in there. Okay, so that's seed beads going over there. And these Delica silica things. And these are nice bags. I'll probably just take those labels off and reuse them. So that's that one. And then I have, I have one bead in here. This was from April. That's kind of a waste, huh? In dark topaz, and it is check faceted round, so that goes with the rounds. And then we have these. I probably am going to take this apart. I was playing around with something and I didn't like it, so I'm going to have to redo it anyway. Sorry for the crinkling. Think ASMR. Yeah, that. I was going to make earrings, but I wasn't happy how this part came out. So I'm going to write on here April for these. I think I was originally trying to do something like that, but I wasn't happy with it. So, and that goes in shapes, and I guess I'll stick that back in that bag and just put it over here with findings or something, because I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Okay, so then we have May. If I have rounds and pearls, shapes looks big enough that it needs its own box. Findings I definitely want. Maybe I can put these together with the findings. And seed beads and cabochons together or something like that. I don't know. All right, this is May 2023. My objective is also to use these things up. I do go back and use things from previous boxes as time goes on. Okay, now see, like these, I've been using these head pins. They go in findings, and these oval jump rings. This was curb chain and I finished it, so I'm going to keep the baggie and get rid of the, actually this is nice too. I might use that in paper crafting and use it for something else. And also the bag for other stuff. See, here's another one. I wrapped this flower, but I didn't finish making anything with it, so that's a shape. I'm afraid that wire is gonna poke somebody though, like me. These are earring backs, but one of them broke. The ring broke off of it. So I think I am going to trash them and keep that baggie because that's pretty nice. I have a tendency to keep stuff like that, and I don't know why, because I figured maybe I'd get another one exactly like that, but I never do. All right, I'm gonna put this with like cabochons and pendants. This is the shape, but or focals. I'll call this focals. And did I write on there? No. So this is May. We got 2 of these. So I saw some people made earrings with them. I painted mine and made a pendant. I'll probably do that again. And this one, and then this is a button. Oh, this is a button actually. That's okay. Do I have, yeah, here's the other button. So we have buttons, pendants and stuff. Focals. All right. Now see, this is March, so I pulled these out. Are these seed beads? Yes, these are seed beads. These are cube beads. They're actually shapes. And these are crystals. These are shapes. I really want to use them soon. These are rounds. These are rounds, but I need to see, and they're from February. I think they're check glass actually, but they'll go up there. Crystals and tanzanite. All right, we have an empty. Oh, there's one pearl there and some check faceted rounds, so they'll go up in the rounds. We have, oops, some other pearls, and these were bicones. I used all the May ones. Mirror rounds I used up. This was a dichroic heart from February. Some crystal rounds, metallic blue iris from March. And okay, these February and May, we got the same colors, see? I think I'm going to consolidate. And because there's only about 10 left in this package. And they're the same color and same size. So there we have those Fandango, and that bag is nice to keep and reuse. This was 2 pieces of coral, but the bag is kind of funky. These are definitely going to be used, hopefully soon. These were African and Peruvian Amazonite, but the drill holes are weird. I'm actually going to, blasphemy, don't get mad at me, but I'm going to toss them. I don't like throwing out gemstones, but I'm doing it. And a cleaning cloth, which I'll put over here in like findings and stuff. So what are we up to? May. Yay. And June. Okay, stainless steel beading wire is gone. That was from, I think, January or February. That has to go in my recycle bin, and some of these boxes will too. So this is, what did I say, June. All right, marker. These are more leaves. Okay. I already wrote on one side. I'll do the other side later. And these are all empty so that I can reuse the bag. We have some tiny little cubes. Oh no, these are earring clutches. I'm sorry, those go over here in findings. We had those pad posts for ear wires. They're going in findings. This is June 2023. These are check round smooth. You know, other than turquoise, I think this indicolite is like my second favorite blue. I love that color. Sort of a teal blue, but more blue than teal. That's going in crystal. I had these tiny little pearls, pastel green, 2mm. Empty bag. All right, we had one crystal and some rounds. Mayuki seed beads. Okay, well, I'm going to put them in rounds because there's a crystal, actually there's a check faceted round in there. And then all these other bags are empties that I'll sit over here for now. All right. And lastly, we have July. Which has made jewelry in it. And I wrote July on there, so I'm going to put that over here. I have to figure out what I'm doing with that, and I need to write on here. Oh, I did, July 2023. I just didn't put it in the right place. Okay. All right, these are empties. These are faceted rounds in gold. These were really interesting. I had to put these in with shapes because they're check glass, which it doesn't say on here. I'm going to write that on here. These are check glass nuggets. They're really cool. Okay. And these are rounds. And these are bicones. I guess I'll put that in shapes. I don't really have too many other bicones. Ah, these are works in progress. I'll put that with the finished pieces for now. This was Poppy Jasper. Crystal rondelles, that goes in crystal. Crystal disco balls, there's still 3 in there. And actually there's a tube bead in there I have to get out of there because, and this is a heart, but I broke it. That was not broken when I got it. Devoted hearts, I used 3 of them though. Alrighty, so let's get these out. There's some crystal disco balls in here, but I have 3 of those left, and I think I have now 11 of these left because I had 1 in that other bag. That goes in findings. Check glass rounds and shapes. I'm going to call these shapes. I didn't use them at all. All right, I think I'm going to put the shapes in here. I'm going to get leaves. Well, I want to get the blue stuff together for a reason. I don't know if I'll use the hearts with that. And the leaves and flowers together. I think those actually might go good together from January and June. And then we have these flowers, this flower. These are blue. These are sort of neutral. These are flowers. These are blue. These are sort of neutrals. Okay. Blues, greens, neutrals. And I'll just put mixes. These are sort of neutrals. They can go in the middle. And then these reds, wouldn't they go cute with that Valentine mix we had with little hearts? They would go good with that. And they're 2 different months. And then this actually still has, this was April, and I didn't use all of that mix, so I can use that later. All right, so we have to take this label and at least take part of it off, just the July part, and I can put shapes on the box instead. Oops. But before we start doing that, I want to take some of those empty bags and take these labels off if I can. These were all from January, so I want to put them in their respective boxes, because they don't have separate lids, you know. These are crystals. The other way I could do it is just all colors together, but that's crystals. Next up is this beautiful button. Check glass, I think. I'm sorry if I'm out of focus. And actually, forgot to write on there January. Okay. And this is January 2023, not Jam Deb, January. Okay. All right, that's where I wrote the January. I can take that out now. And these are rounds. I don't remember what kind of rounds. Let's just find another little bag. Oh goody, that one came off easy. Rounds. And then lastly, we have, oops, these shapes from January. And I guess I'll put this for now in with the tool things. I need a little bag. Little bag. Here's one. I can't get that off, so I'm just going to scratch this off. Two whole beads. All right, so now let me get my label maker and we'll do this as we go. See how many boxes we can get this down to. So this is treasure box shaped beads. Shapes, I'll just call it shapes. S-H-A-P-E-S. So it says treasure box 2023. So I'm assuming I'm going to be doing this through December and maybe not after that. And then, so I do like these magnetic boxes. I just, I don't have room on in my area for more boxes. So I'm hoping I get at least rid of a few. And then as I get more boxes after I make them, I will cut that down a little bit. I will put the other items in these boxes I'm creating now. All right, so that is shapes. I mean, it could be check glass and whatever. I'm mixing materials, and the way I store them in my regular room, you know, my own inventory, is I have them by type of bead and then color, mostly. That's shapes. It's all right. My kitty's down here. Hang on, I'm gonna take a sip of tea. Forgive me. All right, the next one's gonna be rounds. I think crystals I'll put somewhere else. That's usually where bicones would go. Ooh, I should get those other ones out. Round beads, rounds and pearls. NDS, space, insert, symbol. Can't remember which direction the ampersand is. There it is. Okay. Space. P E A R L S. Yeah, sometimes I can spell. All right. So here's one, and it has the silicone thingy in it. We put the rounds and the pearls. So the only thing I'm not too sure about here is, turn that off. You know, I do go by color. However, sometimes, like if I pull out leaves, I can just dig through and look for other color. And this is kind of a temporary solution too, because the hope is that I use this stuff up, right? And whatever I don't use up by the end of the year, I'll probably put in my own, with my own stuff. So I just put treasure box, rounds, and pearls. Okay, that's that one. It's okay, Kelly. It's all right. You're looking at me like, what are you doing, Mom? All right, so we're gonna do this one, seed beads and cabochons. Seed beads and focals. Seed beads, buttons, and focals, I guess. I'm actually gonna put this thing that I started on in with the focals too. Seed beads, buttons, and focals. I don't know if I like this system yet, but we'll see. This was May. All right, only one. I'm still gonna have 5 boxes, but at least it's not 7, which made me out of room. Oh, I didn't do my thing. Okay, seed beads. Clear. Oh. Okay, seed. Oops, not said beads. Seed beads. B-E-A-D-S. Insert. Okay. Oops. Insert. Okay. And okay. And what I say? Focals. And to me, a button can be a focal. Can't seem to spell today. And should I put buttons on? Nah. Okay. This is an old Dymo thing I got at Walmart. I have a brother, I haven't even used it yet. P-Touch or something they're called. My battery's low on this. Let me shut that off. Oh, I have crystals yet to do. Eesh. Alright, seed beads and focals. Oops. I'm using our 3 boxes. We're I might put crystals in with the rounds too, because I don't think there was a whole lot in there. And I really don't want to have too many boxes left. That defeats the purpose, right? Alright, so I'm taking out April. You know, I think I'm going to put, alright, hang on. This one that has the papers in, I think I'm also going to put the findings and stringing material in. Yeah, all these findings. Findings and stringing material and papers. So I might list them separately. This was March, and the thing with this box is it's bigger, so it doesn't stack up as neatly, so I'm going to put it on the bottom of the other ones. But when you do use those, they don't come off the box very easy. Alright, so clear. Okay. And this is going to be findings. Space, insert, okay, symbol. What did I say? Stringing materials. Stringing, I'll just put stringing. R-I-N-G-I-N-G. Space, insert, okay. And papers. P-A-P-E-R-S. And I don't know what that means. And I did go ahead and put one of those things in there. So this is the fourth box. I think I'm going to put crystals in with the rounds. Let me see. Seed beads and focals. Yeah, I'm going to add crystals to this one and be done with it. C-R-Y-S-T-A-L. Crystal. Print. We got a couple packs of clear, see? These are bigger and round, and these are, anyway, they're bicones. They're going in with rounds and pearls. I should have put an S on the end of that. Oh well. Crystals, clear, okay, off. And let's put this on rounds and pearls. Crystals, rounds, and pearls. They're small enough bags that it works. And did I have a thingy? Yeah, silicone thing. Okay. Then this is the, I'm actually going to cut these findings, stringing, and papers. All right. So we start with findings. And this one doesn't say 2023, but I'll know. I don't know. This one needs to go on the bottom because it's longer. Because if I put it on the top, it'll flop off the shelf easier. But conversely, oops, it's the one I'm going to probably grab for first. Not necessarily. Okay. Probably grab for the shapes one first, actually. Get inspiration from those. If I put these labels on straight, it would help. Yeah, well, close enough. For as we used to say when I was working close enough for government work. We were a contractor. And the last one I have, so I got it down to 4 boxes instead of 7. That helps a lot. And this is the shapes. And I'll put this thing in here. Yeah, those leaves are calling my name, and a couple of these too. All right, so we have consolidated 7 boxes into 4. And these are the names: Findings, Stringing and Papers, Shapes, Crystal, Rounds and Pearls, which I didn't get on there good, and Seed Beads and Focals, which has buttons also. I should have put another label on. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was okay with you all. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now. Hugs, love, and peace.